Up, high, up. All right. So back in a few years ago, when them just start out the SOE and the ZOSO special operation, you have a lot of people jump on board and say, book back. Me weigh my argument long time, and me I say no, this not gonna work. You understand? It's a farmer way for maybe them just give you some figures and take away some money. But it always take a benefit when you outweigh certain things that matter about cancer rights and things, right? Now me see the farmer, deputy commissioner of police, that talk about she not the green and them they know everything at all now, and the commissioner and the farmer admiral, rear admiral, that are Lewin. And other people that talk out, the public defender, well me actually depend on a program already I talk about the stop and search. This is not the way you fight crime. You're not gonna get no result. Yes, still we build, but the matter about by the next 2 years, it will end up to 176 billion with a B dollar. Nothing that could have done. We could have fixed out some infrastructure and find work, give some islands and do some things and uplift the place and work with the citizens of the country. Me tell you already say it not gonna work. You understand? But me could just see what them I say because when I talking here, some people sit down on the line and say, boy, I want some like but and about no bash. When you sit down and you watch what them I use as fighting tool and say, yes, Bubba, we are gonna make a sleep with the door open and window open and foolishness. You have other ways, but you do not listen. You understand? That's why I say you have a lot of educated food. Remember me from day one. No care who up and down. Yes, this will work. It's not going to work. Listen them people here. Then we are going to talk. Just make we just listen the people them. Then we talk. Right? We could listen Nablit first. We could listen them people first.
You go through communities that are under states of emergency and you arrest offenders. And if on one hand you don't have the cases to put before the court, then those arrests are not sustainable. Basically, they are just temporary measures. If on the other hand you arrest and you have cases to put before the courts, and witnesses are afraid to turn up at the courts, or the cases are dragged on forever and ever, then these same offenders are also going to be able to just go through the system and come back and do the same thing. So the question has to be, what will accompany states of emergency that will give you the relief that you need from the criminal offenders, not a short-term fix? Because when I started my opening statements, my question has to be, I don't know the impact of these states of emergency in terms of what they have produced and whether or not what they have produced is giving us the results that we want or in any meaningful way. So to just support a state of emergency as a tactic without understanding what you get from it and really seeing the cost benefit, you can't, because the police already outside of a state of emergency have powers that allow them to go into communities and investigate and arrest. Obviously. So you enhance those powers. What then do you expect to get, and what will support that work? Is the support of that work that is important?
I'm on the public record as being not in agreement with the states of emergency. The first one was declared on the 18th of January 2018. And I wrote a letter to the editor on the 22nd, which was printed in the Gleaner 4 days after. But I was willing to allow the administration to say, okay, we have a big problem going with the shock and awe. To my horror, it was extended and extended and extended. And then I saw what was happening. It allows you to do only two things that you cannot do under normal legislation. Detention without the humbug of habeas corpus, one, and two, soldiers will have the powers of a constable and can operate independently. I put it this way. Had we gone into Montego Bay with the same numbers we went in to do the same operations we did. Without the state of emergency, you'd have detained persons, you'd have let those off who you'd have put some before the court if you needed extra time. I don't think the results would have been any different. I do not, and I warned them, if we're not careful, the state of emergency will turn into a farce. And right now, I shudder to think if 2, 3, 4 years' time, we really need one, and we declared one. Because we are so accustomed to what seems like a state of emergency, which is a comedy thing.
Comedy.
So I am not in support of the state of emergency used in the manner that these are used.
You hear that? All right. So when me did that talk, me I look come on and them are police. Like we have some people who have talk because them not like analyze things, and we attack for the well-being of the country. A man can just sit down, you vote them in, and them come and them have no tactic, and them just come and them have some advisors. You have the people them dep on the ground. We know say because we come from ghetto, we see what happen, it make more division. Yeah? Because first of all, them pick up a lot of people in a state of emergency. Enough of them lose work. Some of them like go up and all farm work and all kind of things, and them stay for more than a year. You have enough people never put them foot in a jail yet. You have some of them when them come out back, them baby mother get pregnant for police or forger. No disrespect. They move along because you know so get around, right? You have some of them and then you make the kids them suffer because of them are the only breadwinner. Them never know no wrong yet. Don't go think wrong about it and it no wrong because you can afford it for living a better community. You live in a poverty. Just that alone. And you look on a police pass a soldier and police and them get police power and say, go up and jeep back, boy, and drape you up and fling in that. And them lock you down and the hardest thing for you come out. So that people lose work. It have a damning effect on even the economy. Because I remember when people work and work legal work and you know people like government get tax off and get draw tax from them pay and them thing they no you don't get for go to work and them thing. They never shelter out these things. But if better if you did work with the people them with the people in the community, right? And then when you deploy your thing and do what you do, you get a better catch, a better yield. So we spend more than 100 million already, to according to them, billion, to fight this thing here and say we are fight crime, but we not reach nowhere yet. You understand? Alright. I'm going to show the next thing now where in about the ZOSO now where them are talk about right now in the paper. When you see it in the gleaner today and them thing there. Now the ZOSO, I could read this together. I'm going to show you something where they in the ZOSO. Because you have two things at one time, right? Police detention under first ZOSO. So in a special operation in Mount Salem have come under scrutiny after it was may I want to read this. Because we find other ways and mean. We not just jump up and follow because the party says so. And them don't know about, you know, them not study about nothing. Them just want to do something. Alright? See there? See it for yourself there. Police detention under the first zone of special operations also in Mount Salem have come under scrutiny after it was revealed that one person out of 582 held over 1 year period was charged. Now, can you imagine now? Oh, you're that bitter. Even if you want the police fight crime or give them information, you're not going to do this. Me not ask you. You understand? You dislodge family and these things. So you hold 582 and only one person. You could have worked with the citizen, you get that one person. We never have to spend billions to get that one person. So they always say hold them in a detention for over 1 year. None of them never got jail yet. But only one person over a year period, you know, was charged with an offense. 7% of them are children, you know. 7%. See there? Police detention under first zone of special operation Mount Salem have come under scrutiny after that and that charge. All right, I'm showing us 7% of children. I thought 7%. I 40 of them were children. Are children them all. The data were presented to the Office of the Public Defender by the police for the period September 1, 2017 to August 15, 2018. So them even have more where them not released. Public Defender Arlene Harrison Henry told Giant Select Committee examining ZOSO legislation on Wednesday that data provided by the police in December 2018, 582 persons detained in St. James community did not state the reason for the detention. So you detain all these people over 1 year because you want, you see these things, I tell you, these are malicious. It not help. Let me tell you not straight. It not helpful for the country. I'm not telling you straight. You understand? Them things are not helpful for the country because this thing make people bitter. It hurt family. People now work already. Wanna lock up some breadwinners. Wanna lock up some people and give them 1 year, like them do something and tell me what them now go front of the judge or nothing, you know. You give the police the power to say, hey, me no light loan some and them living here. So yeah, me could just lock him. How long them around this? Quite a very long. Me could lock him up for the whole duration. It's wrong. So una cause more division more than anything else. 40 of them are children. I'm only supposed to know that. You see me, I say, and one person charged for an offense. That means all of the gunman them, all of the man them wanna want and them thing there. And of them wanna all of the man wanna talk about, even wanna talk about the gang and them thing there. Can you imagine we spend, we country don't have the money, we can't fix infrastructure, we can't pay a teacher properly. We don't have no ambulance, none. Them have some little thing with them, some private people have 1 and 2 little thing. But we don't have none. Because I'm not sure about the state of Jamaica where it come from. That's why you see me about them, so right? And you're gonna just say, okay, we can fight crime. Is a way for distract people, you know. You understand? It's a way for distract people because the country not running. And that is the truth. So if you have something and you have, me say it now, remember me talk from day one. Can put it there. Me talk from day one, say it not working, right? And you have some people who say, you know, give the government that there is no chance, everything about people. Put yourself in the shoes. You live in the reason why you live in a ghetto or a run-down place because you cannot do better, you don't have nothing, you try, you have your little family, you try excel, you try get up. And there come a SOE or a ZOSO, and when them come in, them just say, you must script up all of them, go check them out. That way you not do nothing. You not go and cooperate with the police after spending more than a year. Behind a bars where you never put a foot yet, you never do nothing wrong. So them have to let you go. But what them don't even process you then. And it's not a nice thing. That's why them not do this in a Canada, and in a UK, and in America. Them stick out who them want to stick out and things. You see them a walk and drop state of emergency and a drop ZOSO and a card now of people and take out a bag of people. Them cannot do that. I'll be a lawsuit and be a sitting. You understand? People lose them job and all kind of thing. Government under fire. You cannot do that. You can't just take up people's rights. And that's why I born TVJ the other day when I asked about make your life better if you give up some of your rights, your human rights. You don't be a fool, you don't deserve the rights or nothing. You understand? If you follow what them say. You never stop side with people and make them breach people's rights. Just work with people and get information. Or me can sit down in the chair, not my chair, and me can zero in on people. It name trust. It name who you know. You understand? And I think you have their police not work with underworld and work, you know, diligently to get information. They're not doing that. And then you have the one them corrupt. But when you talk about corruption, it's like them want to take you and like you say, boy, the one force, you must do this. No. We have to point it out, we have to hold them accountable. That's why I say if we start voting a commissioner of police, that means them not tie politically. If we want changes. You understand? Every police division and run them own thing or them want to run it. It's just up to the police in a command. Because a film wife, now I'm not to say, she just say, yeah, man, to them, I feel say, if you just raid every house and lock up every youth and do, he not do it. Who will stop him? Because Google Gaga say, he not have here, the police, Stephen and Lindsay, say the commissioner don't have a, he don't put a hand in a day-to-day running. Then why we pay him? Why? It don't make no sense. I mean, that she's a police up there so because they never get a police training. I'm not, it might show some kind of side with it. It don't make no sense. Me talk. You understand? Police, I'm not talking against the police, but that's true. He not carry nobody go to court and know all them case and policing to deal with people. He might come with some tactic that we never situate. You understand? So these are things that I show you. These are a blasting thing will come out. After the minister just come and say, him want to go in at the house now for use SOE, state of emergency, as a fighting tool. You know, run that pan election. It don't make no sense. This is what me that talk about a long time, and you have some people now, some troll. You get up and say, no man, you didn't because them boy. Yo, no get over on the heel, man. No if you try, you can't play wickedness and wickedness, you know. So the same thing, we're not playing a promoter that the youth them depend, you know, because people do them wicked things, so them do back wicked things. So we are trying to cool down the place and say, no. You understand? Cancellation, yeah. You understand? Get them together and make us say, all right, we could just talk over some things and the MP them to start going to areas and try to find out what I want. Seem like when you want to vote, you go in there and everybody talk to you. Keep meeting with the constituents, going on the constituencies. Keep meeting, see where them want to carry to parliament. You never carry the word of the people them, but putting in a parliament yet, you know. On the private sector and some big guys, but when you don't want to vote in, when you go to the people and promise them water and road, and that way I say the people them kind of daft too. Or somebody if you promise you water and road, it's a necessity. It's a must. You're not supposed to promise me water and road. You understand? Anybody do that, a 3-card man. Them they're supposed to have fixed. You're supposed to have agents around them the 24. A matter of fact, you should have employed some people. Not for them youth, right on the clock. Who for deal with maintenance of road in every parish. The ministry of works. Every parish. You get up and you go road and you see the patch and what for patch out and one put back your ambulance and put back what thing. Put back Jamaica to work. We lose too much. You understand? And the tactic for tackle crime is not gonna work. You alienate people more. You cause more chaos. Can a man now come and say boom bam bam. When you look at film do a kick off him and get gunshot because he don't know who a work will do. Because everybody know everybody. You understand? And then you can't just take up so much people. You could never spend much billion to charge one man. I mean, that's them say murder for one offense. Out of 5, or you justify that. You tell me now. Nearly 600 persons. For more than a year, you lock them up. Can you imagine you do something, you get 6 months in a prison? And you get a year? I can imagine you don't do nothing at all. I go about your business for work and you have a look at you, them for send a school and thing. And you do more than a year in a prison. Like I say, make them taste prison. One of them have to be, well, detain them. Yeah, man, when I have to taste how jail taste. You have a bit in your heart. They not ask you. You understand? They talk coming like them people that need some more counseling for even trust some police and for even deal with them and them things. I don't know this, but you never rather do this. And you still soon go up at Cherry Gardens then now with them place there and take out them big man there and them pick me and go lock them up in a detention center. You still going up now for them place and say all kind of illegal stuff. So me as a man, me have business, me just start truth to power. You understand? Me tell them say this not gonna work. But you still them want to push more. The police can't manage and can't solve crime already. And you have so much things on your hand, but you still have to tell the government say, yeah, put in harder more, this and that, and put in tougher more this. Me say the police are talk about when you stop and search. Me want the government put in something for $1 million if somebody resists a search. Oh, police are dictate to government. Them they know the laws. Eh? And I dictate to make money from the. Let me tell you, you see even the Traffic Act, where you see them dictate the other day and the government don't go put it in, say it a change, nah change. It don't go enrich police pocket. Because for instance, you used to have 3 days before you carry your license. Now you have to have it per year at 10 grand. So if you run out, you arrive somebody a drop down a heart attack and you run out. I run carry them a doctor, police stop you. Oh, you come back on your way. They make you why you come back. Oh, maybe carry somebody, them don't want to hear that. Boy, at $10 you never have nothing to pay you know. What you gonna do? $10,000, alright, me have a 5, say 5 years. Although you help somebody. So it's a worth you while don't bother help them. You can't do things use policing for break down the fabric of the country. You understand? You can't hold a workforce. Some people don't care what kind of work them do. Some people might have go overseas go do farm work. Some people do the commerce and and everybody does still an eye good. Out of the 580 who are get compensation. Who are compensate them for more than 1 year. For nothing at all. Where you hold them for? Because you check them out thoroughly and you still hold them. But you still let them go. See? And you still, when you hold them, you know, that murder still a go on a road, you know. Murder still a go on a road. That means that you tell yourself something now about another right to man because if too much people still a drop. And me have the whole of them man a lock up. Because some of them and police offend them know for move. They might have on top of things. They might have some criminal one where the force to come from the years and say, yo, we gotta drop today, or by tomorrow, because they might line up on a move. And they might move, whether go up in a hill or go in a cave or go where different parishes and things, them know. Because some police know it a run on the road. You understand? So it's hard for Jamaica, you have to work with the citizens of the country. You have to work with the citizens of the country, you're better off. See? And the heavier the tactic, the more you smooth that out, you get more result. You come with heavy and the tactic, nobody now go into that. You understand? See the public defender, Arlene. She did it on TV before. It's a woman who I know, I'm sure no. It's a woman who I know. And what we are talking about, the stop and search. All right, I'm going to give them a little touch of that. I'm give them a little touch of that. So, when they mash up my car, she did it on the TV. Arlene, I know her. See there? I'm going to look at touch of this. See? This is CVM live.
Random stop and search is an important part of the crime fighting exercise, indeed, an important part of the Get the Gun campaign. I don't know how many...
Get the Gun campaign for stop and search.
The stop and search process. The law says they have to have good reason to pull you over and search you. A good reason would be they have information that a red Corvette was 2 hours ago involved in a drive-by shooting, and they stopped a red Corvette. But the information is that it is a red Corvette and you pull over a blue hatchback, then that's not good information. That's just stopping somebody randomly, which is not allowed. Not allowed.
You see me on the lady there? That's the public defender.
Stops and random searches, those are not allowed. But I think we need to make the point for everybody to understand that in certain circumstances, the police can stop you. In fact, the police can arrest you without a warrant in certain circumstances. What is prohibited is the randomness. So, for instance, if we look under the Constabulary Force Act, which will be the first act that they would look under, they have power to search any person on board a ship or boat, provided he shall have good reason to suppose that the person has uncustomed goods. That is Section 17. Just summarize. Section 18 is if there is a suspicion and the officer can apprehend you without warrant. If there's a suspicion, the person is unknown, is known or suspected to be in unlawful possession of opium, ganja, etc. Then, Section 19, which is the section that I think they rely on, and the subhead is power to stop and search vehicles. But it speaks to stopping and searching the vehicle suspected of carrying stolen goods, ganja, etc. So the point I make is that there has to be good reason in the first place to stop you. Because the point that Mr. Justice Black was making is that when you stop someone, you're interfering with their freedom of movement. And that is the point he's making. So they do have the power to stop and search you, but only in defined circumstances. Right. When you were stopped at your place and for a camera, and it's still here. That's what it's
I'm sweating here.
No, I'm still my underarm is but you were stopped and searched. Your car seat. Did they, first of all, when you were stopped, did they say why they were stopping?
No, you what happened? I was driving on a farmer. I saw the police doing inspection. Then, right? Son. The police always say when it's happening, because it's somebody, why not just go back to the house? Hey, come on, you. I said, no, not that thing, you shouldn't do that. Because first of all, you don't even ask them, you don't tell me good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good time of day. You don't even ask me if you realize I am old and you can't do that. Right. So they have guns drawn. Guns, straight them. Young police trainer because my son are like 20, you understand? So when you see this people come out and share and tell you, oh, you cannot talk to me and we can do anything. So they tell me something to them. You tell me something to them and they say you can't fix me. Because you know, the right to search me, you can take it. One of them tell you that when I say, oh, all right, you want to play tough, all right, brother, play tough. Send one of them and kill my vaccine. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I just play music. I'm not a fact. See, I just put out a new song with God, stop investing in a crime with teachers and ministry and whatever, you that song. So that's what I talk about. Because I tell you something, I don't know nonsense person. You understand, my father was a cop. Yeah? I'm a believer in a land of many of them are police right in the face. The baby was a baby. No, I said, yo, right? No, the police force, I'm not the police friend. But you have some hooligan police. When you talk to them about them, like, because they don't know. And they know, and they just want to profile them so that everybody then can profile. No, I take it further than that because I went through the country.
You see that? Never go in the come.
You understand? So that under enough investigation, I went back home and I called control. And I tell control what happened and they say, no, that is supposed to happen. Right? And I send my wife down there. And when by my wife reach down there, then drive out. Then gone. One of them were there. But in the meantime, the vehicle was damaged and... Yeah, man, but when I called them to Jamaica, my city put it through about 115,000, then said, if you don't fix that, go buy my city. Okay. So we're joined by the attorney at law.
So, me tell you this. Tell you before. This is the kind of behavior where the police them go on and do all the time. They make everything even harder for even do policing. A lot of police because them just have criminal intention. You understand? Me tell them say the ZOSO not gonna work and see that the big heads them a come out and attack it. You still have OS Cham, 200 guns. Feel say it should be a fighting tool. SOE should be a fighting tool. That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. What you are trying to do, take up people's rights, you want to turn the police them now, the soldier them in a police. But you know, just vamp the police, the soldier thing then and just turn the one of them in a police. More police. But still you can't fight crime like that, you can't use every hand the tactic. Let me teach you a thing. And this is what them don't know. Let me teach them a thing what them don't know. Right? There is no way we have fight crime. If you look for world views and world way how them fight crime in the world. Alright, Saddam Hussein. Them same have weapon of mass destruction, them do this and that and them go. American one who forbid the world leaders them. You know, so-called world leaders them go in and them bomb and them do them thing. That not bring peace, you know. You know what that do? You move Saddam and then you splint up the thing and then you make ISIS and you make enough more wickeder group. But when Saddam in that place, you never have no ISIS. And you never have some of them wicked group there. You understand? So after you move the man will stand up there so. You still have to come and try win the peace. Because you can't sit up there the sky and drop bomb. And your company going, you can't just fire them boom bam bam. And when you're not church and think the people them are going to resent you. That's why it's so hard. That's why the things still are go on there so. Because them still have a bitter heart. Although you try to work with Afghanistan. How long know them in Afghanistan? From 2001, 2002? After the building drop? Around some 19 or 20 years? And I know that can't done. We don't realize what we are talking about. So you can't deal with people with every and the tactic and things say, okay, everything are alright when people have people dead by when. And by no, you have to work up these things. You put in government for work with the people who want proper education at the greatest thing, health system, you know, job creation, and all these things you have to put in, you have to have recreation for your people them. We have to put in things, we have to start teaching them from school. We have to change up even Jubilee and them hospital when people are born. Make a man come see him youth born. Make him can feel attached to him youth from the youth are born and so a woman I got you. I have more respect for a woman and say, okay, Okay, you see the change to your body and everything, and you understand? No, that means your youth can have a more band. No, them don't do that. Only in the private hospital. So you see it don't go, them think that they in Jamaica don't go, but only for the man who can afford it. And have a family band, but the rest of people now on the poor now, come like a swamp creature on for go on. And we won't go and use it for vote. Because we can go on 5 grand and we go and pay the curry goat and we get vote. And then we step and crush, and people will then love, we don't care what we don't know them wow, then just love a party because then see what them mother and father love a party and then great grandmother them. So we love it no work for me. Me and them can't be friends. Let me tell you this again. Me is a no nonsense person. I could have my brother and then it happened. My family them know me stay. If you can't ramp with me, me not allow people them kind of thing that me not deal with that. You understand? So me is a no nonsense person. So certain things me not put up with. You understand? But you have to be an advocate, said Speed, human right activist. Human right activists, yeah, some people talk, well, them good man. No, me want to know why them doing this. I can't tell you. Because I live my barn and when I get on, I live in the community and I see how it run. And enough of them will turn police and so them know how it run. Them mother used to sell a market too. Them father, sometimes some of them father are gunman too. You understand? So them know it run. So you don't want to come and go in and this to take some revenge because a man did kill a father. So you want to take some revenge from me. I use the government badge and gun and I can do anything. And some of them are just criminal. And that's the truth. You have way to take it out. If you want clean Jamaica, you clean the force. That means no politician or nobody no get where voting them people they up at top. Vote them in. So you can vote them out back. Look on them resume, vote them in. So when you want to look on your background, that means when you do some book and you come and you run, you tell me what you do for the people, or you run the force, or the country run. You're a lack of politician. Them can't do nothing because we vote you in. Why them not going in a parliament, in a house and put that in a legislation? I go to ideas, I want to bright, I want to scholars and things. It's a small country, everybody know everybody. So these are the best way for control and get rid of the two-party system out of the force. Because when one man win, when you look at some man take up office, asking the police to now watch me and know such me at all. You understand? And the next set of man win, when you look at them take up office and them run things now, and you understand? It can't work so. So we want to look on them. So police, you have put up yourself for the and police to come through the ranks. Stop put them soldier guy and one when no police. Stop it, man. Stop it. Police are work and things them reach the top and when they come to retire, we don't reach the top peak. Because what? Man, I do something and put him friend and advise and clear nepotism and cronyism. And nobody not say nothing because of party affiliation. It will stop. You understand? And when you talk to them act like, oh, 25 years ago, because you know what, this are 2021. And if somebody can tell me, say, oh, because I'm them, I say, oh, so people put it in now. And then this is an excuse when I do the wrong and I rob up the place and do them thing there. On a full of shit. You understand? So people put it in now. If me come and say, I'm a runner, a studio or something, and me say, hey, I can do better. And me come in, me look, me run down and mash up and I do. And when a man tell you, I say, but remember, say, him didn't know it, you know, and he never did that do. So me and him do the same thing. Me not deserve for you to see it. He moved me then. Because that was my promise. Me run for a promise to come make the thing better. But the thing I go back with. You understand? And these are the things when I talk and people don't understand. Me the first one I tell them, remember, you know, from day one, I say, Zozo not going to work. When I say, book, papa, put in this and that, and you have some people, they say, boy, book, papa, loan some, I tell you as is. Because it's going to take too long to see. You understand? When me look on Google Gaga, get up and them talk when you want to talk, and I see the police them go on and I tell the government, push up this $40,000. What you do, you in line the police them pocket. Because let me tell you this. A man knows that 60,000 my PM can't find 30. Maybe give the police the 30 more than give the 60. So that I make up more than them pay. And them willing to take that. You know gonna tell me someone I say, me not have nothing, me I get 80,000 for the whole month. And when you look that, I broke that down at like 20,000 for a week or 4 weeks a month, and me can't even pay my rent and thing, and me can go up on the road and go make 100 or 200,000 now. You turn them in a pirate too by pushing up that. What you should do is educate the public, educate the motorists them to the rules of the road and them thing. They wanna don't do that. Only just come and feel say, right, Uncle, we can't stop them. We can push them up and lick them with some money, $1 million. Then you put some money in the culprit them pocket. And you hurt your economy, you hurt your people them more. You understand? So we know about stop and search and thing, you have freedom of movements. And police stop you, and police want to tell government, dictate to government, like a Hitler. Push it to $1 million if them not those one want a search and them not want to give me a search. Put it to $1 million. For lying in a pocket, that don't make no sense. That couldn't be police policy. If you work with the people, them, me can sit on my chair and me can run through the whole on the station right now and tell you how I'm going with. Eh? But you don't have them. Me can run through the underworld and know where I'm going. Of course. You understand? Because we don't have a thing named trust. We don't have any years on the ground. I mean, I have the resources. When I spend 170 billion people, what me I do? I sit down on my chair. I can zero in, I want me zero in. I can't analyze, I give some people that book back, just go look. Go check what me I give. I sit down on my chair. Because we want a better Jamaica. See? When we sit down and you observe some things are going on, I say, but them not no police work. Because you see sometimes when you want to do, people are, when someone on the police, when they start, when you do like in America, when them have detective files and them share them story and everything, or you catch people and or people profile people and everything, sit down and watch these things, them use it and them use it for train. Because every time something happen, that's why them no want us get up and kill a sniper, so them want to know what motivate him, what really push him off. See? Them want to know a serial killer, them want to know your step and thing because they want to document it. That's so you learn when you go along. And the police and FBI can know about the profiling and everything and study about everything. When you not do that, when you just want to run and just kill. And see me I gonna kill when I bad and go the man and say, I'm gonna just kill my mother, me I go kill back him mother. And it's coming like what in a land of chaos. Cause nobody now ease back and think. And then you have some people now where them just everything come out of them mouth, them say something, kill! Yeah man, wicked, kill! One of the same thing. Easy, calm. Calm. See? We want calm down and show and say, yo, the word of love. I want to know family morals we promote. See? This can't be a way for fight no crime. You understand? Poverty causes a lot of these things. And uno, we are saying we fight crime, just look on our phone bill and look on them thing, it's big. The amount of money we not thief up on them thing, they can number one, we not spend them money there for all them the amount of people here. Because if you as a government willing for us spend 100 billion, or one man get world, one man them charge for an offense, they never say too much murder and thing. Out of that, let me just show you. One man, out of 500 a day, the 600 man. One man, but you owe them for more than a year. And you say, oh, the money come up because, remember, so I have to feed them, you know. I have to do this, you know. So why you do that? The money the way they feed them, because them never get good food. The money the way they use and say, boom, why you never use it and create that you repair the road and put them for work and pay them. Because them never even have fire no gun, you know. But we never just put them to work and pay them. And the money that circulate back in the community and grow Jamaica. Because if you have money put on one place, it can't, the economy not grow so. Can't grow so. The economists, them know that too. You understand? You know that. For grow the economy, the money have to circulate upon. See? And we export things or we do things in our community, money have to circulate up. So why you never use that and just create some job for them? Same like when we don't want to vote and use like 600 million to $1 billion for just chop out some bush for two weeks. We not spend the money, but yesterday we not give a care package. It not come up to $1 billion. No, nobody else not get no more care package. We not give a 10,000. But when they lock up some people, and so we spend over 100 billion already. Because 2 more years are like 176 billion. You see? We not take them money they and spend. You still gonna have the money. Why we borrow money from the IMF? Everybody can't find so much money for spend. For say we not fight crime. Why we borrow the 2 billion from the IMF and go through so much train and so much people get laid off in the first place? That time the money even cheaper by 80 to 1. That means like 160 billion was 2 billion. Now we spend 176 billion. It gone to 150 to 1 now. See? So we are like 1.2 billion US. So we are fight crime. You saw near 800 million, less than 2 billion. We never have no money and the place I run down and we have to shut down them and fight them people. We not run down the country. We don't know what to do. But we don't fight this. But we not fight crime, you still only spend so much billion and you still lost 300 or 400 million the other day and now alone. The police have enough police station don't have. Them don't have a car. Them, some of them have 1 car. People gonna say they can't. It don't have it no good. Oh, that work, I wanna spend so much billion. What kind of crime when I fight? Where the money I go? Pirates, where the money I go? Because when you lock up some man, I have them static. See? And I say I want to spend them money, but we can't say I want to spend them, but we want to spend the money too. Because the vehicle, them with the people, police them use and just stand up in our place, them still get them police pay. I don't know if they jack up them pay 3 times the amount of money. See? But where the money go? Can I fight crime? Where the money go? Me even understand this. Can me like ask questions. These are the things I have to know, you know. Because me a man, me dissect things and it don't make no sense to me. Me I tell you it don't make no sense to me. You know want somebody to be some yes man but they can control. You know they have to. See? So I point to no out and show them so do foolishness. And even nobody not come and say no, see there, them come admit the foolishness when me are born from morning. SOE no work. The ZOSO no work. But you still Chang want it as a permanent fighting tool to take away your human rights. What a wicked piece of effort, man. You understand? It don't make no sense. See them just say it. When you read up the paper them today, you see everybody, remember, you know, them are deal with the advising thing and them are tell you say, see it can't be. Me did attack it long time. From day one, when you can go look back on the video them. See? Because when you hear the plan with the man saying, but this not gonna work, it'll build more resentment. Me never go to jail yet. And when you look now, me I go about and for work, and when you look, some man I say, yo, go up and zip back there. Hey, come out of your bed. Me in my bed, come out, too much in here. You have any adults? No, come out here. Come line up here, so. Talk to me, so. As a big man, because the reason why you talk to me, so because I don't have no money. I live now get one thing, because I live up to you couldn't talk to me, so you know that. But you may not have nothing, I live in a little one board room shack. And somebody youth them have to sleep and go and thing. I mean, you know, I'm the little guard, me now something. So you just talk to me. Yo, no, come out here. Better wait and thing. Go line up there, so. Yo, go up there the chop back. Same way. And go to this. To process, and I can't process them and let them go, you know. Over 1 year. It's like a man just take you and just put you in jail. Remember, you know, you go to court and you get time, you know. Some people get 3 months and 6 months and that long for them to 9 months, you know. And get a year from judge and them as a John no. But this no, you know, do nothing at all, but you get a year. Over a year. Never want to never go to jail yet. It's terrible. And it causes resentment. Una damage the fabric instead of una stitch it up. Una damage it more. May I tell you, just think about it, man. The money they could have created employment, sustain employment. And money as pay and taxes are pay and them thing and to grow the government coffers. See? And I repair up a road them and repair up a school them and do something. Give the youth them some work. You understand? We want ambulance and they don't see it fit. When you see that if a man in an accident, police come with a jeep with them stand up in a number 1 you're dead. Because if you're in an accident, you don't know if your spine, you don't know you can't lift up a man by an half foot like goat and throw him in a jeep back. The world I watch, it's insane. You understand? And like ambulance I come, which part which part we see these things. I want to know them, I want to do them things. No, but it's serious. You shoot a man, police, when you look at contaminate the scene same time, you can't say anything because you have to take him out. And like you call an ambulance, you know. and stabilize somebody or whatever, and just throw in a jeep back and then drive him, go up, and then just take him off. Uno really have a heart to do these things. So uno throw an animal in our own self. Because we not do it so long, so uno just like blood and just say, yeah, I can kill that, and I can shoot up that, and I can do that. Him call my name, I can get away, I can kill that. And I them thing that run the force. And it will fight against. When my father served, it was a good force. You understand? Now it turned a crap. You understand? It turned crap. The good police them get fight too. You understand? And just reality. No, you see, the top brass they have to come out, come talk and I tell you say it now work, but yes, the security minister tell you say want to use it for fighting tool. Come on people, now wake up now. Wake up now. Eh? Me done say it already. And I mean this room in my chair. And me just watch it. And it went off like 3 years now and see it. Them come and say everything when me say. Because first when me say it, I have some people you know and say, boy, I'm fight the police them come with that thing for clean up crime. That's not going to clean up crime. If you'd have sense and not think out of the box, you'd know it's a foolishness. A waste of money is a way for the pirate them take money and tell us them spend their money. You see what government where Jamaica needs to do, call them to account and make them show it, break it down how to spend the money. One time them break it down and tell them how much million for food, you know, for feed police and soldier, you know. When you look, police and soldier come out of some bread, one of them come out, him get a little white, one of them the box them, you cover 4 box with 2 slices of bread and 1 piece of something and a bottle of water or something you get. And them I say they spend much billion for feed them on road and police come out with it. Those soldier. So that a foolishness. They hungry, throw long, stand up and handman. Remember, you know, even if you put your damn the place with police and like I go house to house, I buy some metal detector and some things where you know the X-ray where you can look at the ground where bury things and I bet they do that and lead the people then. And you go through them yard and you know just and sweep the place. Man the more get because something just unroot, you know, you uproot some things and them say the earth disturb them, can look under the earth. But you never use some technology. You can't do that. You understand? You can use some drone and put some infrared pan it and but it can see things through night and things I hear some shot of fire and give some idea you send it over top. And I talk going up over people yard and people are being in them backyard though. I talk follow the road route. I find a bush now you send it up then it can night vision and can see that who there and it can direct you. You have nothing you can do. You understand them do it with the big drone them. A Pentagon have you can line some little smart drone over here and do them thing there. And take some picture and you see what one and you know what man run out with them turn and everything. Why not do that? It's not easier. Why not work with the citizens of the country? Why don't do that? See? Me just sitting on my chair and tell them say, go on a show we are a failure. So me not go with it. You understand? And some people I feel say, yeah man, them are the professional and make them deal with it. But I say, no, we travel the world. Some things when me sit down and study, me notice them not have a clue. That's why I burn them so much, you know. You understand? And me man me like sit down and me study a lot of things. In a go army, but policing and them thing there. My God, them not the policing. Them not. Detective work, them not do nothing. Them not do nothing. You see? Me there, you know. Little later I show no say Jamaica go the back way. Yeah, because me did pop down some things for showing, but me have to come with this come showing the past commissioner and deputy commissioner and them people there. I talk about the whole idea and them knowing it. You understand? And the public defender. Come show that thing with me and the public defender too. She that attack the paper where she get in a parliament the other day. You understand? One person out of nearly 600. They charge with a little minor offense. That don't make no sense. See, and you lock up the rest over 1 year hard. Who for go work and think you have 40 kids in the night when them supposed to be at school and think you know business, you lock them up. A country cannot run so. We cannot break laws for upper laws. It no work so. You understand? You can't come with a heavy handed tactic way. The phone come with heavy handed tactic you only definitely want people them come talk and say boom bam bam. We don't want to get the people them angry and keeping of themselves. That's how they make money, you know. Me see it, you know. Me there, yeah? Keep it with you. Yeah, loan some me up.